SEO equals visibility, and without it, you have a very low reach from your customers. Do you know that 93% of customers won't go further to the first page on Google? So it's even more important today to have a very good SEO strategy. And in this video, I'll be talking about this overwhelming marketing concept. So if you're keen on what SEO is and on a few simple steps to build a robust SEO strategy for your website, then you're in the right place. So without further ado, let's dive in. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Zuma and I've been in the marketing business for a number of years. So SEO is totally different to all other concepts of marketing because we cannot easily visualize it like we do with advertising, email marketing, social media, and so on. And the best we can do is to visualize our website at the top of a Google page, but this does not help a lot. The other thing about SEO is that it's a long-term strategy and you don't see results overnight like you see with other marketing campaigns. So what is SEO and why it's important? SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it's the process and practice you follow to persuade search engines to recommend your content to users as the best match to their search query. A search engine is like an indexing system in the library where it indexes all books for you to locate them. But search engines are smarter than that, and the ranking system works to put their most relevant results in front of you. So when you search for Irish tiramisu recipe, Google will search millions of results in their filing systems to find the best results that match your search and try to understand the context and your intent. In our search here, Google came back with results from Nigella Lawson's blog. And Nigella, if you didn't know her, is a famous cook and a top-notch food influencer. So why is search important? Search is very important today, and people are searching multiple times every day for products, for places, and for experiences. Stats say that Google runs 63,000 searches every second daily. And optimizing your website for search engines is an extremely powerful technique to put you in front of your right audience. And the good thing about traffic coming from search engines is that it's very specific and high intent. And this means you have a higher chance to convert visitors from search engines to customers. Now compare this to putting your money on a magazine ad or a TV commercial that sits in front of only a small segment of your customers. It's clear now why search engine traffic is more important. And this is because those people have a high commercial intent and they're willing to buy a product that you're selling. Now that we know what SEO is and why it is important, let's see how we can build our own SEO strategy. And the first step here is to do a keyword research to identify the keywords that you want to target. And for the purpose of this video, let's say you are a premium car dealership in Auckland, New Zealand named Fedora. Now let's see what your potential customer will look up online. So keywords like cars for sale Auckland would be a perfect keyword to lead to your website. And you can find a more comprehensive list of keywords using a tool like Semrush. On Semrush, you can find the top organic keywords when you put a competitor's domain name in the search. This will give you ideas on high intent keywords to target. In this example, I put the website of a major competitor and the tool generated all types of keywords. Keywords like the ones you can see here. So now you can use this list of keywords to target for yourself. And there's a number of online tools that can help you generate a larger list of keywords. With this, you have a good list of primary keywords that you want to target. So now let's move to the next step. And the next step is on-page SEO. And this is the process of optimizing your page content for search engines. And in this step, you implement your target keywords into your site's content. So put an emphasis on the language to use with keywords in mind. So using the primary keyword cars for sale Auckland that you want to target, you can put a snippet of text on your homepage saying something like, "We have the largest collection of pre-owned cars for sale in Auckland," instead of saying, "We are an Auckland-based car dealer and we have a large collection of pre-owned vehicles." So one thing to remember here is that Google is smart, so don't try to trick it with keyword stuffing. And here are the two most important factors for on-page SEO: title tags and meta descriptions. And they entice people to click through to your page. And here's an example of a good title and description. So this makes consumers want to visit this place with the largest collection in the country. Second is page content. And this includes images, about us, testimonial, products, and so on. So use your primary keywords in the primary headline H1, but don't use useless keywords. And your job here is to help Google identify your page as the most relevant to customers' queries. Sprinkle the primary keywords from your research and from competitors' analysis on your pages. And if you have a secondary line of business, so instead of ranking your homepage for it, you can create a separate landing page so you don't diverge the traffic. And one important thing here is to try to use your keywords in your URLs. And this tells Google that your page is exactly about the same keywords. And next is off-page SEO. And this is about getting other websites to link to your web pages. Links act as votes, as if other websites trust you and believe you are an authentic brand in the field, and they are happy for their website visitors to visit your website. This is similar to you referring your friends to brands that you use and you trust. The more quality backlinks from relevant websites you will have, the higher your page ranking will be. Put an emphasis on the quality of the backlinks you get, because there's all types of backlinks, from forums, from directories, from blog posts. A link from a directory will hold less value than a link from a brand or a blog post in the industry. So now let's move to another aspect of backlinks, which is outreach. And outreach is when you contact people asking them for a link to your web pages on their website. For this, you need a good reason to contact the owner of this website, and you need a good pitch that benefits them. So reach out to relevant blog websites that are already linking to your competitors' websites. And you can use Semrush for this. Put your competitor's website and look up the backlinks leading to their homepages. And once you have identified a linking website, check out the relevant pages and find out a piece of information or a relevant value proposition that you can share which complements their content pieces. Another way is to have a guest post on their blog. Since blogs are always on the hunt for a new piece of content, you'll be offering them a piece of content for free that improves their content collection. And in return, they will be linking to your website with your name and your logo. A third idea here is to reach out to non-competing businesses and that you complement each other's work. Those are businesses that have a similar profile of clientele, like car wash or a maintenance garage and so on. So reach out to the business and ask to link to each other's websites. And it's a win-win situation here. You put them in front of your customers where they put you in front of theirs. Blogging. Start blogging. It's by far the most effective technique for a solid SEO strategy. And with blogging, you share some valuable information from an influencer in the business like you for tips and hints to improve people's lives. And this allows Google to find a fortune of keywords to rank your web pages higher. You also hit another key target, which is link building, by providing blog posts with valuable content pieces to link for. For instance, if you write a piece of content about tips for things to check when buying a pre-owned SUV, this piece of content can be of interest to autobloggers writing about cars and blogs in the industry. I cannot emphasize enough how a blog can boost your SEO efforts. It easily gets you way ahead of your competitors by targeting long-tail keywords rather than short-tail keywords. And if content writing is not an area that you have a competitive edge in, then I suggest freelance websites like Fiverr and Upwork for a quick and affordable start. There you'll see the work of dozens of content writers and you will choose the quality that best suits you. I also have a separate video about content writing and you can find the link here. And now we move to the next step, which is technical SEO. And here are some high-level best practices for technical SEO. Page speed. Google is increasingly emphasizing the speed of web pages loading. And here is a useful tool by Google to help you identify potential issues for technical optimization and how to resolve them. Mobile friendliness. In many industries, mobile traffic already outweighs desktop traffic. Try to optimize your pages on mobile, especially for pages with high traffic from mobile. This will improve your page ranking on Google and will give your branding and legibility a lift. Imagine if you have a mobile page that looks like this compared to another that looks like that. I'm sure you agree the latter is much more readable and enticing to keep browsing. XML sitemap. XML sitemaps help search engines understand your site and crawl its content structure. Make sure not to include pages that you don't want to be visible on search engines, and there are lots of free tools to generate XML sitemaps. Robots.txt, and this is the file where you dictate those pages that you don't want to be reachable. Pages like specific forms and files that you don't want to be public. Those can be marked with a nofollow and a noindex tag. And now it's time to track the results of your SEO efforts. And there are two main KPIs to track here. Number one is organic traffic. Organic traffic is the best KPI, an indicator of your SEO efforts. By looking at the organic traffic to your site, you can get an indicator for the actual volume of visitors coming to your site and where they're going. Simply visit your main reporting page on Google Analytics and click on all sessions to filter for organic traffic. And number 2 is keyword rankings. And here you monitor the range of keywords that you're ranking for. And that is, high ranking across a selection of keywords is a good indicator of the success of your SEO efforts. And it's now time for you to go ahead and start building your own SEO strategy. I hope you found this video useful. Feel free to drop me a line in the comment section with your preferred SEO technique. And please do me a favor, if you like the content of this video, subscribe, share and like to support this new channel. Ciao!